We wanted to introduce you to the idea today of using boulders, right? Very common material that we use here in Eastern Pennsylvania. They come in all different shapes and sizes, but there was about a 5-foot variable between the one side of this property and the lower side of this property. So what we decided to do is, instead of just terracing it off one way flat, we actually did it in 2 layers. So we did a lower level down here, and you can see up on this upper space. This helps raise the entire pool space up, so all the patios and everything, all the water that shoots back can easily weep between these rocks and get out. But it provides that stability we need right along the edge of these beds, so that we don't have these long fall offs where all the mulch rolls down into the yard. You're constantly mowing it into the grass. It's a real pain. So by having rock like this put in place, this helps hold everything back and keeps that level up higher, because as these plantings start to grow in, they're going to provide even more privacy and functionality for this family up on top. Now, we also wanted to have a nice way to get from the patio down to the yard so the kids can come out and play in this entire grassy space. So we left a nice long staircase in here, which they've now punctuated with these beautiful planters. But you can see the rocks pop out and they shoot down the backside here as well. Now, we could have taken these rocks and slid them right up against the back of that concrete, supporting the base of that concrete and making sure it doesn't fail over time. But why not slide them further out? When you slide them out further like this, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to put a nice row of evergreens in behind here. Now, these are all Hicksii, and these Hicksii are going to grow up and fatten up so that they provide the blockage that people are going to want, so they don't feel like they're in a fishbowl on the property when they're out here sunbathing or playing in the pool. They don't feel like everybody's watching them. So by having those plantings in, as they fill out, they're going to provide that wall that they're looking for. And since they're higher up with this nice boulder wall, they're going to help provide even more functionality quicker. So that's ultimately the goal here, is to provide that functionality. Now, you can use a segmental block, which are just blocks that they stack. You've probably seen those before. Or you can do a footed wall where you actually go down 3 foot, put a footer in, just like if you're building a wall for your house, and then come up with block and do a veneer that might match the house, or do some kind of a, either stone or brick. That could be a nice piece too. But those things cost a lot of money. And on the back side of this pool, if you were the homeowner, you wouldn't see this wall all the time. So it doesn't make sense, in my opinion, and theirs as well, as you see, to spend so much money just on a few walls that you're not actually going to see on a daily basis. So boulders, again, are a great way to do that. They're very natural, they're very easy to get, they're very price effective, and they provide that functionality that we're looking at across here as well. Now you can see them done back here. We're changing the grade here by about 2.5–3 feet. If you follow me up over here, you're going to see on the upper side by the spa, we did the same thing in order to help balance that area out as well, because we had the upper lawn area up at that swing set area, how it was pulling down in this way. And if we left it that way, just let it pitch down this way, any of the water during heavy rains would run right down here into the pool. So by putting this wall in along the edge, it defines that space a bit more, and it also helps direct the water around, so we don't have to deal with the water coming down and coming in the pool during a heavy rain. So that's providing a lot of function, plus it pulls what we've already started on this side, and it brings it up here and gives us some of those straight lines. You can see in this design, we have a lot of straight lines here, and it's reminiscent of the architecture of the house. That's how we decide these things. What we wouldn't want to do is come back here and just put in this crazy amoeba-shaped pool, and the same with the landscaping, and then have the house be so linear, right? Because most homes are very linear. All the products that we build homes with, they are very straight. It's the nature of how they're manufactured. So when we come into the outdoor living space, we're transitioning from all those straight architectural lines of the house out into nature, which is straight. So that's why you'll see in a lot of our designs, you'll see a lot of straight lines, and then you'll see a curve. Then you'll see some other straight lines and some more curves, because we're blending the two. We're in the transition zone between very straight and anything but straight. That's where we live, in that zone. So we want to make sure that they both are understood, and that they're both well represented as we transition from that man-made to nature. So I hope this helps you guys. Remember, when you're doing a retaining wall, it's about trying to manage that slope and the grade, and also water as well, because you can pitch and move it better that way. But you can do it in boulders, simply as we did here. You can do it with retaining walls in different sorts, with those segmental block walls, which are blocks set in place, or into the footed walls, which are more like reminiscent of what might be in the front of your house or on a fireplace in the house. You can do that kind of a stone on it then in order to finish it off. So lots of ways to do that. Integrate walls into your space. It gives it more definition and different levels, and helps terrace it off as well. So guys, if you're looking to do an outdoor space, having trouble because you have a slope in the back of the house and you're just like, I just don't know what to do here. I can't see how we can get this all leveled out so we can put a pool in or put a patio in, let us know. We'd be glad to help you out. Take a look at our website, mymasterplan.com. If anything in there gets you excited, reach out to us. We'd love to have a conversation, even only to help you on your journey. We're here to help, so reach out. Thank you.